Welcome, Honorable Chief Minister. And it is, of course, I consider my good fortune to have met you for the first time in February of this year. And within 3 short months, we have taken several positive steps forward with several exciting possibilities already opening up, not just for our collaboration, but also for the role that Himachal Pradesh can play in showing the way, in leading the way, in incorporating technology, not just in governance, but also in development. I want to take a minute here to acknowledge how many states talk about the use of data and technology and how few have actually followed through over the past 10 years. It is something that has become fashionable. It is, of course, somewhat easy to pretend that you are doing something about it. And it's only less than a handful of states that have taken initiatives. And I am really excited to see that within 4 months, the government of Himachal Pradesh, under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, has demonstrated not just its commitment to the use of data and technology, but by allocating resources to achieving those objectives in the state budget. And by putting the money where the mouth is, it is clear that there needs to be a lot of collaboration and a lot of support for bringing data and technology to bear upon objectives that relate not just to governance, but ultimately to development and to welfare. HIM Data Portal is only the first step in that direction as part of our collaboration. I am proud to have ideated and created the idea of a state data portal, a place where all the data that is already available, and Himachal Pradesh is one of the leading states in terms of making data publicly available to its citizens, to anyone who wants to use this data. And Himachal Pradesh is also not the only state to face the problem of silos, where every department shares data separately in different formats, in different frequencies, and of course, in different scales and units. What HIM Data Portal will enable is a one-stop access where all the data that the Himachal government wants to make available, not just to citizens, but also to its own decision makers at different levels, all the way up from Panchayat to the Chief Secretary, it will be available in one place. The second important feature of the HIM Data Portal that I want to highlight is that it will be interoperable, where the data on health decision makers at all levels will be able to link data on one sector like health to another sector like financial inclusion or agriculture. This is really difficult right now, even though data is available on different portals. A third important feature which we are building at present is the use of this data to support decision making, to improve welfare, to make smart decisions around investments in development projects. At present, the data is in its raw form. So it tells you how many people there are, how many Aadhaar cards there are, how many bank accounts there are, how many kilometers of roads there are. But insights from data come when you put this data together, you layer it together, and then use advanced and emerging technologies such as machine learning to first create anomalies, to find out where is it that people are not able to access all the entitlements that they should. And then the government of Himachal Pradesh is committed to providing the entitlements without waiting for citizens to come to it and ask for it. HIM Data Portal, in its third element, which we call Pulse, the pulse of the state, the pulse of citizens, the Himachal Pradesh government is committed to proactively provide entitlements to those that deserve it by using the data that it has already. And we want the HIM Data Portal to be the basis on which decision makers can find out who is entitled, and in case they are not receiving the benefits of their entitlements, then they can be identified by the decision makers, the implementation agencies involved, and reach out proactively without waiting for them to come to the government. All of these three aspects: first, one-stop access, all the data is available in one place. Second, interoperability, where data from different silos can be seen together and linked to each other at different scales, all the way up from panchayat to the state level. And third, generate insights that take the form of intelligence that is usable and useful. Data on its own is not very useful. HIM Data Portal is an effort in making data useful and usable for those who need to make decisions and to do it in real time. I am proud that Himachal Pradesh has chosen us in this task to meet their objectives, to support their ambitions. And I see, because we have already done a lot of this work previously for India Data Portal by putting this data together at the country level, we will be able to make rapid progress in the next few months to be able to show how useful data is. And my ambition is to set up the Himachal Pradesh initiative as an example, to set up the state as a leader in how to make data useful and usable, and demonstrate its impact on increasing welfare and making smart decisions in terms of allocation of investments and resources. On behalf of the Indian School of Business and as the Executive Director of the Bharti Institute, I welcome you all to the Governance Summit, and I am really, really excited at the prospect of building this collaboration, which is demonstrated by the commitment of the Honorable Chief Minister. Thank you very much.